Nice and lovely 3:45 in the morning for the start of this stream. Normally I'm starting at 5 o'clock because I hate my body. But all right. So today, tonight, this morning, whatever we want to call this right now, night today because I'm a night owl. I'm going to be doing some CIS testing slash balance testing for my completely rebuilt Miss America. And then I'm going to pair her with one of her BFFs. So we're going through the CAS cycles right now, so I need to get to this eventually. So I'm going to be playing with CptScorp's Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. The two of them are BFFs, kind of, in the whole Young Avenger, not Young Avengers, West Coast Avengers, and beyond. So I figured this would be a good opportunity for me to play test some uh, Miss America right alongside of it. So as you see here, we got a bunch of other ones that load onto the table because I don't think Hitch has them on his table yet. No, they're not here. At least not that I'm seeing. Um, so I brought them over. These five right here have deck lists that I could build from. So I was able to do that. Kate, I had to build my own for, which means it's probably going to be a bad experience for me because I'm not very good at building decks. Predator and Nightwing did not have any deck lists that I saw, so I don't have anything ready for them yet. So I'll just get to them later. And then these are the two scenarios that are up for review. So Reverse Flash and Sinestro. But today I am just going to be playing, for at least in terms of the CIS, just be doing Kate Bishop. So I pre-built her a 44 card Justice deck, right? Did this last night. Yeah, I made a Justice deck. And I'm also going to be using both of the allies that come with the deck, which are White Widow and Clint Barton's Hawkeye. Mainly because I just want to see them. I don't know why this is called Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, White Widow instead of just White Widow, but whatever. I'm also going to be ignoring the unique rule a little bit because just like Kate Bishop, I have two allies in Miss America's deck, and one of them is Kate Bishop. But I want to make sure I play test this properly, so I'm going to be ignoring the unique rule when it comes to Kate Bishop on this. Also, 44 cards. This is aggression. I already have Crossbones deck set up here. We just have to put these 3 cards in because I have 2 of them for America Chavez. It makes a nice little 40 card encounter deck. I'll never get away from the accusations from Havoc about always having heroes with 2 obligations. In reality, I think I only have like 5 of my characters have 2 obligations. But it is what it is. So that being said, I saw a back of a card was not loading in there for a second. Hopefully that's not an issue. So Kate Bishop is playing Justice, but her ability lets her put skill cards from any aspect into her deck. I did not see this before I made America Chavez's new ability, which is she can put cards upgrades that modify her stats. So which means there's a little bit of overlap because that means that Kate can have combat training and heroic intuition, even if she's not playing in those aspects, and she can have those as well. I'm currently sitting in her seat for no reason. Oh yeah, that's because I wanted to get my custom mat. Take a look at this. A chica. Miss America was the second Marvel character I ever made after Arrow. Arrow was the first, and then America Chavez was the second. Alright, I need to figure out. I need to get another copy of that, I guess. What is it doing that? I think all I have to do is, yeah, load the Table underneath. She gets 6 cards. So let me load this up. This might clear them up here. Yeah. So they should be all fine now. Yep. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if that's on my end or if something's glitched on Hitch's table or what. So it's a bit annoying. Actually, actions. Oh, there's her quiver. Okay, just her bow. Because I'm already sitting in blue, I can just do this. Fusion. These. That's reskin from Moment of Triumph. I don't have the ability to get toughness yet. I'll get another toe to toe. Fantastic. All right. And then I need to shuffle these. And then flip top one. So he gets his power gauntlets. Crossbones is usually a pretty good character to play test against. He's hard enough to be a problem, but easy enough to actually get a good valid play test. So discard a card from your hand. Okay. Mental and energy. So we will start with Kate's. So as an action, I can search for Kate's bow, which I don't think he has his cards named. No, you son of a bitch. Aviators. Shots. Oh, there it is. This deck, by the way, makes me want to put her back to Young Avenger instead of Avenger. With that being said, I'll flip. The player phase, place 1 arrow counter on this card. I do want to get her bow out, so 3, or not bow, but her quiver. Trying a wild resource in. So I will attack for 2. Just gets me ranged. I'll use this. To pay for quick draw. So this will put 1 arrow counter on. I need to get the good counters here. To ready my hero and place 2 counters on here. And then I will attack for 2 more. I'm looking at the wrong hand. I can't afford that, and I can't do anything with that. So she's got a thing, like a recurring theme in her deck where she wants to reduce threat placed. So I figured, hey, this is like the one time I can actually justify using emergency. When an enemy initiates an attack, remove 3, up to 3. Do 1 damage to that enemy for each arrow count. Well, she's already got 3. Fantastic. That will end her turn. So America, I can get the bottom card of my discard pile, which I don't really want. I might change it to the bottom card of her deck instead. Because bottom card of your discard pile is not exactly fun, but we'll see. So I'm going to flip. So I changed her ability. So like I made her a few years ago, and then over the last week I've just completely rebuilt her. So instead of her having star cards, she just now runs off a superpower. It's a lot simpler for me to do that. I also only made it that so that she only had like 8 cards that would proc her ability. Now she can do it a lot of times because she can use Starflight to change events to have the superpower trait. So she can get more procs on this more consistently. So speaking of which, to Starflight. Oh yeah, does she have? Oh, she has only 2 energies. And she needs Mental and Fist. Which I can do now. Yeah, I'll do it now. Mental Fist. To get rid of this attachment. So I did mental here. I would get to ready myself. Yeah, let's do that. Let me attack 2. I will spend 1 for Precision Strike to Starflight as well to turn this into a superpower attack. So this deals 2 damage. Will not defeat them, so I don't get 2 health, but that's fine. Because I did a superpower, I get a mental proc, which will ready me, and then I'm going to hit for 2 more. And that'll end her turn. So both characters got an extra ready there. Oh, 2 bulletproof chicas. Ready her, and let's keep her hand. All I did was, all I've done with her is draw her cards. Alright, so 2. He attacks over here on Kate's. I think I'll remove up to 3 counters to deal 3 damage. And then I get hit for 3. So, a net equal there. I do like how her art is cutting through the hit points some. I need to change my art on that, I think. Attacks over here on her. I'll just take it. I will spend the 1 to Bulletproof Chica. Run all that damage and give myself a tough status. Because that was about to be 4. Encounter and encounter. I am in hero. I'm stunned. Yep. Alright. Anything else on this? Do 1 damage to your hero, so she's already pretty low. This fucking card. 1, 2, 3. Then it's gonna get 4 more. I get this card every single time I play against him. Just consistently. Every time I go through the deck. I get an additional 2 for each Hydra, which 1 and 2. So I have to get through that now. Over here. I don't have any allies in any discard pile, so that's useless, isn't it? Yeah, and yeah, no allies. So I have nothing I can do with that. That sucks. I'm gonna knock. I can only knock 1 thread off. Rough hand. That's going to be the end of her turn. She's got jack shit she can do right now. Hawkeye. I don't know what the multiverse tag does. What does the multiverse trait do that, or not trait, but keyword do that we have here? Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't know. Something. Okay, so it just means I can choose her instead of the current one. All right. Well, I decided to ignore that because I wanted to get them both in here and have them both play test. So, sorry about that silence while I was looking that up. But yeah, that's what that means. Man, I don't know who to get in. I could get her in and help out with additional thwarting, but I still won't get through Legions of Hydra, which is about to get even worse. Jesus. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Hawkeye. White Widow. I kind of want to spend this to get this out, so let's do that. Let's get a brand new hand here. So she will thwart for 2, which will plop 1 on here. She will thwart for 2. Flip, because I didn't need to heal her now because she has no good hit points. Shit. Yeah, that's gonna end that turn. There we go. There's some cards. There's some thwarting. There's some thwarting in the thwart deck. And then 2. So now she can Star Portal and get Hawkeye for herself, apparently. All right, so 2 back on here. He's already about to scheme out of the first one, which sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so he attacks over on America. We will take it. It's toughness. And then she attacks, which I'll just take. And then that places 2 threat. Yes, 2 threat on Legions of Hydra. Fantastic moves. Schemes against Kate. He does not have any way to prevent any threat being placed this time. Because I got rid of that like a fool. Oh my goodness, look at this. Here, here, and here. This little butthole. Jesus Christ. Does this one do the 5 damage one? Okay. And then back to the top. Just going to heal, flip. I'm going to use this skill, right? Oh, it's a 2-cost skill. Suck my ass. So it activates just an chance of attack. Forward for 2. So we'll get another counter here. I will plop this down. I will quiver and clear the area. So 1 there, 2 off of this. Draw a card. Ray Raiders are pretty badass. So get Ray Raiders, they come with 2 counters. So I'm going to go ahead and immediately use 1 to draw a card. Oh, and I get to draw a card from Skull Investigator. So good hand. That's going to happen all the time. 1 and 2 to get this out. Pay 1 to infiltrate. I've almost whiffed. So I do remove 5 threat from the scheme. It's discarded, right? If I'd have stopped at 4, I would have had no issues. So I have this guy. Damn it. I think that's going to end her turn. And any amount of threat would be placing a scheme for that 2 that threat. Which will be great for come up next, so I'll just stop it. Over here. Currently don't have any modifiers out, so I'm a little bit hampered on that. I don't have anything really good out right now. Oops. I have these. It'll give me superpower on my events, but this is already a superpower. That's a superpower, and that's a superpower. So screw me. I have so much damage in front of me. I don't think I want to get rid of this. To see something on. Let me look at this. Shuffle him into your deck. So he wouldn't even go back to his owner's deck, would he? He'd go back into your deck. Right? Is that how I'm meant to interpret? So if he is defeated by consequential, he would go into Miss America's deck. Yeah, that'd be not great for her. I don't have any modifiers, so everything else in my hand I might as well just freaking keep. I'm going to smack Mightum Hydra for 2. Not great. Not a great turn. That is going to end this turn, though. Question is, do I want to keep Star Portal? I don't think so. No, that's going to get the 1 more card. Hey, Marvel Boy. I'm wondering if I put too much Class Shatter on this. Sometimes I got greedy, so I like it though, but somebody's going to definitely complain about that. And then ready her and draw to her hand size. Hey, look, another Marvel Boy. That's the picture I used to have of Marvel Boy, and then I found this one. I kind of like it better. That is from Young Avengers. It's also the same quote I have on him, too. with me if you want to be awesome. All right, so I can do this now. This is a skill. So I'll do this. 2/1/2 threat from being placed. And then I have a thing. Do I have that out now? Do I name on a damage? Oh, I threw that the wrong one. I have to throw out infiltrate, which is a skill still. Munitions time. No. I think she has something that she can do with that, but I'm not sure. All right, attacks over here. And Hawkeye. I think I'm just going to take it. For 1, 2, 3 damage, and it's undefended attacks. It does 1 less damage, so 2 damage. Then Hydra Flame Soldier will attack, and I think I will use White Widow to block it for me. Now I can grab White Widow and I have an issue because it'll still put arrow counters on her bow from over in my area. So it was not an undefended attack, so I don't have to worry about this. Is this an attack on hers? Yes, it is. Actually, you know what? Since I got attacked, I'll remove 1 to deal 1 back and get rid of the stun. That works for me. And then attacks over here. She's got a lot coming at her. I'll take this. So that's 3 damage. One, 2. I will defend, so I don't have to discard. I don't have a support, so I don't care. 1 and then 1, 2. This and this. Quick strike, fucking quick strikes. 2. Master attacks me. Okay. He does not have a weapon. So let's see. So right now it's 3. So I'm thinking I'm going to use Bulletproof Chica now. Yep. To take no damage and then get toughness. And that'll bring it over to America. All right. Fantastic. I will not 2. Spend 1 to Precision Strike, which I'll turn into a superpower, and then I'll turn its permanent resource in the wild to knock off the other 2. Heal me by 2. And then I get to deal 2 damage to an enemy, which I'll do to this guy, as he's guarding. I draw a card. Hey, my family. Ready. Use Breakthrough to get Santana out. I'll use Breakthrough to get the Santana family out. I'll flip. I'll exhaust them to get this and attach it. You can only do events, right? Yeah. Heal for 2, 4. Let's scroll. Let's go to the bottom. I should do bottom of the deck. That'd probably be a better ability. That will end her turn, I think. Over here to the big boss. I'm getting a little bit overrun here. 2 for combat training. Nothing over here. So 2, 2, 1, and 3. Now I got an additional attack. So I'm going to kill the Hydra Jet Troopers right now if I want. Which I want to. Now I've done much chose something. You need to pay attention to that better. Alright, let's get this. Did I play a skill card? So I use energy to play combat training. Shouldn't this be ready? Oh, I played a skill for defense. Okay, that's right. This gets me 1, and then 2 more. Yeah, let's help her out here. Let's go to this. Gives her an encounter. I want to flip. And that's going to end their turns. It might advance the thing, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to draw my 5 here. Look, there's Hawkeye. And out of the way. Mega's Anger. I don't have any of my modifiers yet, so that sucks for me. Ready her up. 1, 2, 3. Four. Infiltration. Alright, so 2. I still have not gotten through this. Alright. So this will mean that he definitely schemes out. Schemes for 3. Schemes, and then 1 more from the assassin. So we'll push us to the next phase, which will get me a new weapon. And this will go up to 12. Schemes on Kate. Does she have anything to stop scheming at all? No. Oh, lucky you. Can do this. An enemy activates activation. So resource to flip from alter to already or hero. No. No, it's fine. It's just what it is. Schemes for 4. And then 1 more. Encounter. Sight 1. Butthole. Discard until a weapon is revealed. Those edges. Jesus Christ. It's even worth it at that point. Those nails. Give them a tough status. Oh my god. Alter ego, so at least search. Master. Together villain schemes. This card gains surge. So do this. This is technically in this pile as well. So this is a scheme. Search happens. Actually, no, the scheme happens first in the search. So he schemes for, and then searches. Tajira. So they attack even if they're altered. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that. Against that hero, so I don't have heroes out. So each player who's not attacked searches and counter deck in this card for Hydra Main. Well, I am getting my ass kicked right now. What's in the player is it engaged? It's in the play engaged with them. So quick start doesn't happen. Maybe I should put this one in. That is just, this is just rough right now. So I have to get this tough and then this just to start hitting them. Heal 1, 2, 3. Actually, how much does Loki do? Heals 2. I'm going to spend 1, which puts 1 here to get Lucky out. And exhaust Lucky to heal 2. And get 1 on here. Flip. I kind of really need to start moving thread here. One, sorry, Marvel Boy. 2 for operative skill, imperative, whatever. I will spend 1 for infiltrate. Maybe counters as this one up by Y3. I'm going to do 5. At least I get another. And then I'll use exhausted. Just remove 1. So this is actually going to remove 6. No more resources. Tell you this, I'm about to start hitting some of these SOBs like a damn truck with this bow when they start attacking me. Over here to America. All right, so I'm fine on health, so I can flip. Actually, before I flip, Santana family to get. Actually, let's get this. It's not a bad card to have. Flip. I haven't boosted my attack yet, so I can't even play my power stomp. There's a new card I made for anybody with 3 attack, but I don't have any attack right now. Any additional attack, I mean. And I'll spend 2 to break through. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. I will deal it here. And remove 3 threat from the scheme. This defeats an enemy or a scheme, stun or confuse an enemy. So I'm going to stun Crossbones. I will attack this Hydrojet Trooper for 2. I will spend 1 to Precision Strike for 2 more to defeat it. Along with turning it into a superpower and making it wild. So I deal 2 damage to an enemy as well. So let's do it to him and knock off his toughness. So I'm doing a low amount here. Draw 1 card. Big one. Another new card I made. Ready myself. And then I'll use, what do I need to get rid of any of these? Energy, mental, mental fist. Energy, mental fist. I heal 2, because I use Precision Strike to kill an enemy. There's, well, I just discarded an energy, so I'm getting rid of this, it looks like. I don't mind that he's getting ranged. I don't have Retaliate in any of these decks. I can get Hawkeye out. Which I'm going to spend 2 to get Hawkeye. Again, like I said at the beginning, I'm ignoring the unique role just for this instance here. Could have actually had her knock the, yeah, let's do that. Let's have her knock the tough off, which would have dealt 2 and then 2 more here from when she used her ability instead of it knocking off her toughness. And then I'm going to hit, let's hit, actually, yeah, let's knock this off. I need to get rid of this before it fucks me up. Yeah, that'll end my turn. 3, 4, and then I get 5. And ready. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Attacks over here at Hawkeye, but it's stunned actually. Do I have a support? Yes, lucky and anchor points. So I'm going to block. Oh, I'm going to block. Then Hydra's going to hit me for 2. And I don't want to lose lucky or the anchor points. Attacks me. He has piercing. Shit, that's right. I think I forgot that earlier. Is this a weapon? Yeah, it's a weapon. God damn it. I can only block 2, and he's about to do at least 2, so I'm just going to take it 4 damage. 2 from that. Counter a card and encounter cardo, as Havoc would say. He's on his vacation right now, so hopefully he's having some fun. Hey, Shadows of the Past. Let's see what we got. What a mask. What's this? Mass minions, golden shot, and all right, what's this do? 6. scheme is in play. Threat cannot be prevented from being placed on a scheme. And MetaMask cannot take damage. Okay. So I gotta get rid of this before I can hurt MetaMask. Alright. Rough. This fucking card. He attacks me and he gets Surge. I have to block for 2. So I blocked all his damage. But I take 1. No 1, 2. Then it surges. Side 1. Until he gets another fucking weapon. Oh, good. So Miss America's flipping. Over here. I had 11 hit points. Oh my god. On to clobber, to deal 3 damage to an enemy. I'm going to deal it here. It returns this to my, actually, and then I use these as well, so it returns it back to my hand, which will, in order, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Let's do it to Madam Hydra. Draw 1 card. Ever Cosmic Awareness! Ah, it's really late in the game to be getting that. I'm ready myself. Alright. Fucking fantastic. Flip. Heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw this. I'll use Santana to get a event back. Let's get a breakthrough. I have resolved Stargaze this turn, so she will attack, which means she gets shuffled back in for 2 damage. Madam Hydra, before that starts cycling. I don't want to get Quinn Carrier out now, but I need Hyper Cosmic Awareness. Spend a 1 to get Death Focus, and then use this and Clobber to get my Hyper Cosmic Awareness, and Quinn Carrier will be my problem next round. Is this only superpower events? Superpower cards, okay. Okay, after I play a superpower card, I place a counter on here. Then I can use 3 to cancel all effects on the boost card. So it's got some build up to it. That will end her turn. So all things considered, she had a relatively good turn. Kate is unfortunately exhausted, because of course she can. Of course she is, I mean. I have no way of hurting anybody. That has all of its shit on it still, so let me this 7x. Oh my god, I haven't been placing arrow counters on here. At the end of the player phase. This should honestly have maxed out. Spend a 1 and 2. 2 for justice. I have a mental resource, so let's remove 4. I will spend 1 to clear the area, which draws me 2 cards. Exhaust this. I don't think I need another minion engaged with me right now. I keep forgetting about this as well. I've forgotten about it like every single time. I think I've remembered to reduce damage once, and I have not remembered to deal 1 damage back a single time. Oh, cool. First time chat that is a bot. Fantastic. I mean, I can remove the threat, but I am at risk of. I'm just at risk of this. So her attack and scheme are equal to the attack and thwart, respectively, of the hero identity she is engaged with. That why does that feel awkward? So she's got 3 attack and 2 thwart right now. Jesus. No, let's do this for 4. Please don't get in that minion. Actually, hold on. Can I get rid of that at all? What's this? Physical and so it's still gonna have this. Oh, I need to get the counters on here. That's gonna be a painful turn if I'm not careful. So yeah, let's do this, unfortunately. So 4 and 4. Damn it. So I'll pair it with this. To get 5. I can honestly probably flip. I'm looking at 1. Should have no fort. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can flip probably here. Yeah, I'm gonna flip. Because I got a lot coming at me right now. Ready. Actually, I can before I forget about it, before I end my turn, 2 damage. And then ready. I can have a skill from anything. My basic attack. Oh, and I drew a strength. Oh, I'm about to really hurt something. All right. I forget that I'm actually seated in her spot and I can just draw her hand. All right. 1, 2, 3. Schemes for 1, 2. Then 1, nothing of the hero form. So it's not okay. So she's got 2, 2, 1. Okay, so we'll actually go out here. And then 2. So yeah, I messed it up. I misread what she was doing. So 10. All right, I'm kind of struggling busting right now. Counter and encounter. Oh, because I've got a new one. This happens now. Summon the hero-specific Hawkeye ally. Remove him from the game. Remove all arrow counters from it. Yeah, let's remove Hawkeye from the game then. God, that is brutal. I might want to make it them from the game because there are 2 of them that you can choose. This one. Jesus fucking figures. 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, this is awful right now. All right, this is real bad. First player to Kate Bishop. Spend 2 for a sense of justice, which I don't have any thwart. Flip. Good news is I can defeat MetaMask. Look in the wrong hand again. Two defense, 2 skill strikes. I can't defeat Madam Hydra. I can defeat Madam Mask by overkilling the hell out of her. I can defeat the current form of Crossbones. What is he doing? Advancing stage for his machine gun. That would be a wasted machine gun. It might actually be worth it, and then let her actually fight some things. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. 1, 2 resources. And then I will spend a Savage Strike on a Savage Strike to deal. Oh, this is only 9 damage. That's right. It's still 9 damage then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it almost defeats him. What do I have in my hand right now? 2 energies, which cannot get rid of anything. I can't even do that. And so screw it. Let's just go Madam Mask while I have a fucking chance. I feel like all I'm doing right now is messing up royally somehow. I gotta say. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. This little asshole with his guard. Alright. America Chavez. Heal. Use my ability. That's actually a really good card to get. Use Santana Family to get his Bulletproof Chica. Flip. Spend 2 on. Actually, 1, 2, and let's actually get this Wind Carrier. And then 1. And 2 for combat training. So it should be a 1, 3, 2, 4, right? 1, 3, 2, 4. Can toe-to-toe something here. That means it would attack me, so maybe not. 1, 2, 2. Breakthrough. It's already superpower, so I don't need this, but I will change it to. Let's actually hold off on that until I use my abilities here. So 3 damage. I will smack this, and it's a counter on it. So it gets a minion counter. I defeat it twice, essentially. Annoying. Annoying. And then I'll do the 1, 2 to this, change it to wild. So I deal 4 damage to an enemy, remove 3 threat from scan, which is just going to be the 4 damage to an enemy. So let's just do this. I do, however, deal 2 damage to an enemy, so we'll knock this dude out for good. draw one card, which, hooray, vacate. And then ready my identity. I get play the superpower card, so we get this. Do 3 damage to something. I can't hurt Hydra. I can't really do anything with this. This is gonna be a sucky fucking turn. Let's do 3 damage here. Want to do everything to get rid of this. I don't have resources. I don't have the resources for this. Ends turn. 2, 3, 4. Good news is I can actually power stomp now. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. First, the machine gun goes off to deal no damage. Good news. Attacks. What is her defense do? Take any amount of damage from an attack, so I'm not taking damage yet. Alright, let's do this. So before I take any amount of damage from an attack. So this actually procs first, so it reduces it by 1, so taking no damage. And you reveal this. 2 damage. Then I deal 1 back. Oh wait, 2 damage. I said 1, 2, 3 damage. There. And then she attacks. Cannot actually hurt her back, so wasting my arrows right now would just do nothing. So actually, let's do the 1, 2, 3 back. I will use this to pay for, keep looking at the wrong hand, skill card. To this to prevent 4 of that damage, so I prevent all the rest of it. And then I deal 5 damage back to him. And she hits me for 2 and places 2. Kate, I need you to thwart. You don't have a single thwart in here. Attacks. Miss America for first off 1. Do a bulletproof Chica if I need it. For 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I think I'm going to bulletproof Chica that, so let me spend. This is an action, right? Yeah, I can't use that. So this to bulletproof Chica. I take no damage and I get tough. Encounters. So it's not awful. Oh god, okay. That's not the worst. I can take the 4 damage. Except I have this in my way. You'll give the villain a tough status. So I'm like this now. And over here. So can I, if I take 4 damage and it goes into toughness, it still counts as me taking 4 damage, right? I'm going to damage this card, this status card instead. So I am committed to 4 damage. Does toughness actually stop it from damage though? Prevents a character from taking damage. So actually it's preventing me from taking the damage, period. So I cannot get rid of Edge's syndrome while I have toughness. Oh, I don't even have enough anymore for this. Oh my god. I got Hawkeye, which is gonna help me here. This fucking Madam Hydra is pissing me off. I can't play Power Stomp anymore. Superpower, not. I do. But I can't use this, is the problem. I can use this. 4 damage, remove 3 threat. Which I'm going to. I will spend. I need to get rid of these, actually. One of everything, which I do have. If I get rid of Kate Bishop here. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. Mental and physical. Do not have. I need to stay up to get rid of my toughness. I wanted to flip. The only way for me to get rid of Edge's Syndrome is to take damage. And I can't because I'm freaking tough. That's just the worst possible timing I could have had. I can't get any of these in play. I will attack for 2. Knock off the tough. That is just, it's just brutal. I can play this and deal 4 damage, knock him into the next phase, and remove 3 threat from his game. It's probably not a bad idea. So yeah, let's do that. 1, 2 to break through. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. So machine gun's already in play, so haha. It's 28 hit points. Yeah. And then also removes 3 threat from a scheme, which we will remove 3 from here. Or should I just remove it from here? This is kind of going to be out here. Like, at this point, Madam Hydra is just out right now. I'll remove from here in case I can do something with Kate eventually. No, let's remove it from the main because she doesn't have any thwart right now. I kind of got to stay up as much as I want to have a nice big hand here. Oh yeah, and then I use this to make it wild. So deal 2 damage to an enemy. Draw 1 card. Intuition that I can't afford. And ready myself. I'll deal 2 more damage. Because I literally have no threat removal. And that will end my turn. That will end my actual turn. Alright, Hawkeye. Stop looking at the wrong hand. I do not have threat removal. This sucks. Location, I can still use this. And yeah, let's 1. And kind of need this 2 to get this out. I will attack and mean swing to exhaust this. Is a weapon, right? Damn right. So I hit +3 attack. So this does 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yep. My turn. I forgot. I still keep forgetting this every turn. I should have more help. You know what? Retroactively give myself 2 because I know I got attacked twice in the last round. That's when we take attacks. Fantastic. All right, that's an end turn. Yeah, I should have at least 2. 1, 2, and 3. Endurance. Endurance conditioning. You have a lot of health. This 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. 4. Hey, Marvel Boy. So 1, 2, 3. So many damn counter cards out here this turn. All right. Starting over here. He will attack. He's got this happens first, so this knocks off my tough anyways. So 3 indirect damage, and I'm all gonna have go on the tough. Oops, knock this off. He attacks me. Did not have my defense with me this time. I will take it. Excellent. 2, 3 damage. And then just does nothing. He attacks over here. The machine gun does 2 damage of indirect. And he attacks me. For 4 damage, I will use this to evasive shot to reduce it by 4. Prevent 4 of it, I should say. And then I deal 5 damage back to him. Then she attacks. She'd be attacking for 1, and then I'd be hitting her back for 0 because she can't take damage. So she hits me. I'll take the 1. Screw it. And then she gets 2 here. That's just going to stay out for the remainder of the game. Counter card and counter card and counter card. The villain attacks me. I think I'm just going to take this again. This is for undefended attacks. Discard a support I control. Santana is the only support I have. Well, I have Quinn Carrier, but I'd rather get rid of Santana. I need the resource. So that was 4 damage. No, 3 damage because he's a star. This is going to kill me, isn't it? Because he's doing a base of 3, so as long as he gets 1, I am defeated. I can't even pretend to like block for this. She's got no defense. She is defeated. Enemy initiates attack. I can move up to 5. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's defeated because of this. He gets toughness. That sucks. It sucks so much. And then he schemes. I prevent 1 of this. Take 1 damage and 1 for each friendly. So 2 damage. But he schemes for 2. -1. Oh, I'm not actually preventing any, so this doesn't happen. I have to prevent the threat first. I can actually prevent 1 right here. So reduce it by 1. So it would be on 5. And then after you prevent even a threat from being placed on a scheme, remove 1 threat from a scheme. And after you prevent any amount of damage, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Okay. So remove 1 from there. Damage. I can do it to any enemy, so I can actually hit him. I've hit him before he got the toughness. To prevent any amount of damage. Oh, so I could have done this beforehand too. Alright. Fun. So it goes on to her, and she's all, oh, wait, and I get this. I technically would get this, but it can't attach to her. Alrighty, right. Now all I've got in my hand are these goddamn forts. So I need mental and fist. Yeah, let's do that. Mental, I can't actually do that because I don't have blanket resources. Oh yeah, I do have a blanket resource. So one in this. Get rid of this. It can't even hurt. I only have range, right? Yeah. So I think I'm going to lose this. It looks like I'm going to lose this. Because I'm going to have to flip here. I don't have any more resources, so I can't remove threat right now. Which I do. I have this. These and Marvel Boy for justice. So my 4th threat from a scheme. So he's about to get 3. Actually, it should be one more. Because I forgot he's decked out twice now. He'd be getting 4 flat out. And then he'd be scheming against me. So he's going to win. Let's do this. And then flip. Heal for 3. Lucky will heal 2. I get an arrow counter. Actually, I got an arrow counter for using the quiver as well. Player phase ends, I get an arrow counter there. And that's that. So, what was it here? Draw 6. Yeah, I can mean swing and savage strikes. I can do a ton of damage, but I have to knock off that toughness. Enemy initiates an activation with 1 arrow counter. I may flip to here. I don't know why I'm even reading it right now. Alright. He places 1, 2, 3, 4. Schemes for infinite attack. Schemes for 2, 2, 1. Encounter and encounter. Quick strike for nothing. Now he gets retaliate. That's what he needs. Is retaliate. Alright. On to her again. Lucky will heal me for 2. 1 here. I will flip. 1, 2 for White Widow, who's going to knock the tough off and take retaliate. I do guard. I can't win. There's literally no way for me. Yeah, this is over. This is over. All right. I can't. I don't have piercing. I can't ignore the guard. I can't even remove his tough because I have to deal with this Hydra soldier. Like the worst thing I can have on me. It was on her, and now it goes to me. All right. So let me go ahead and I'll probably end up playing her again because I kind of like her, even though I had a rough time. I think most of the problem lies with Miss America right now. She needs a little bit more balancing to bring her up, like balance her upwards. I don't think I've ever had to say that I've needed to buff a character I made. Usually they're too strong. Poor Hawkeye. So what do I think here? First and foremost, I wish she would have had a deck, a pre-con, because I cannot rely on me to make me a deck. To make a deck for somebody else's stuff. I'm gonna look at both my decks that I played here. So America, the Edge Syndrome is brutal, but it's meant to be brutal, but I think I need to make her stronger to justify having 2 of them, because she does have 2 of them. So Tina family, missed you. Alloy I didn't get to use. Breakthrough. America's Anger. Star Portal. America's Anger, Star Portal. Bulletproof Chicas. Hawkeye, Breakthrough. Is that 15? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm missing one. Oh, Energy Infusion, which I didn't get to use. Alright, let's start with mine real quick. She needs a buff in here. She needs buffs, multiple. This ability, I think I should probably switch to the bottom card of your deck or something. That's probably a better use of thinking with portals. This ability, though, I actually like her hero ability. It worked real well. I'm wondering if I should give, like, Starflight the ability for her to get more thwarts, to bring it online with the rest of her stuff. Starflight, give her +1 thwart and gains aerial trait. These two cards, I actually kind of like how their balance is working. She does not have a natural resource printer in here, so I might need to change it, because one of the things I'm looking at doing for her is I'm looking at upping her into the exclusive 14 plus hit point club. If I do that, I would actually bring her down to 4 hit points. She'd be like the first character I've made with 4 hit points. And if I do that, I'm going to need resource generation in her deck. Because Alloy alone will take her whole hero hand. I could also give Energy Infusion more resources on it, too. I could probably do both. See Starlight generating. I could have Starlight generate a wild resource, and then also at the same time change the print resource of the event it's played for, or superpower plays to mental, or not mental, wild. Santana family worked perfectly fine. It helps her get her events. Energy Infusion. I could probably pop another, if I do go the 14 plus route, I'm going to put another wild on here. Star Portal. I probably need to have Star Portal be able to put it in any player's play area. It is a really good card, but it'll be appropriately good if I do that. Bulletproof Chica, excellent card. America's Anger, I did nothing with this. I don't know if I should change it yet. I did not play a lot of my modifier cards, just because of the way how the game flow went. I probably should have prioritized them at certain points more than I did. I could honestly probably slap it. If I do move her up to the 14 hit point club, I'd probably slap this down to 0. 0 cost. Breakthrough, excellent card. I do want feedback about the art, though, because the art doesn't bother me, but I know it's going to bother somebody. Alloy is probably, her and the Santana family are the only 2 cards. Oh, and Hypercosmic Awareness, that did not change from her old build. Her Cosmic Awareness is good, but it's good early game. I could probably bump it down to 1 resource cost, because it does require you to play a lot of cards to get it to working, or to get it to work. I could probably do that. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is Starflight will add a thought to her. Starlight will generate a wild resource and do this other card. Generate a wild resource for a superpower card. and then change the printed resource of that card to a wild. Alloy is perfectly fine. To resolve her, she gets +1 attack. That's perfectly fine. If I resolved it, she gets shuffled into my deck instead of being defeated. Perfectly fine. America's Anger did nothing, but that's just the flow of the game. Breakthrough is perfectly fine as it is. Bulletproof Chica is perfectly fine as it is. So I think this right here. So all these will get, I think I'm going to tweak all these. This is going to get tweaked. Undecided on America's Anger. This is going to get tweaked, and Santana Family is perfectly fine. So 50-50. Her hero alter ego is going to get tweaked. Yeah. Kate. Her alter ego ability is good. For the one time. I'm not proficient in skill-based heroes. I had to make my own deck, which means I sucked at it. So I probably didn't build a very efficient deck around her. When an enemy initiates an attack, remove up to 3 arrow counters from her, and then up to 5 when you have her quiver. Yeah, this is good. I like her ability on hero side. I'm not too big of a fan of. Never been a big fan of the alter ego abilities where it's good once and then it's never good again. You don't have a use for it. She didn't have a use for it if I had to get rid of it for some reason, but if I get rid of it and I lose like 10 arrow counters off of it, I'm just screaming in a rage at that point. So yeah, her hero form is excellent, especially once you get her quiver out. I was lucky enough to get it very early this game. Her quiver is amazing in conjunction with her bow, which that's as it should be. White Widow, where is it? I put Hawkeye between these two. Oh, they're right next to each other. Dirt. He does the exact same thing that my Hawkeye does. It's funny, except mine has the piercing ranged on her. So they're about equal, honestly, both 1/2s. She's got piercing ranged and shuffle, and he gets shuffled back in places of ever viable counter. Between these two, I can see White Widow being a bit more valuable. But they're still both perfectly fine. I think Hawkeye might be the better of the two. Just because, but that's just my opinion. It's like it's like however you want it. That looks like Alloy right there, now that I think about it. Alloy and Fuse, I think his name is. Would be the dude on the right. I don't know who that is in the middle at all. I don't know who that is in the far left. That looks like Ramona and Ramona Watts, and I forget Fuse's real name. Because that used to be Ramona's hair color before she changed to blue. Yeah, generate a wild resource for a skill card, perfectly fine. She wants skills. She has a lot of skills in her deck. Lucky. Lucky is amazing. I'd put them, I kind of think that these two are good. I don't think they're I think I'd stop before saying they're great. They are definitely pretty damn good. I'd say that this is, does just what it needs to do. Lucky is excellent. I love Lucky. I like how somehow the custom community decided that Good Boy is the thing that we need to put on dogs instead of creatures, but it is what it is. I've made one dog and I called him a creature, and then somebody was like, "Why didn't you put Good Boy on it?" I am so sorry. I didn't remember to do these half the time. I didn't get this until too late, so it didn't even really come up, but that's just on me. When you prevent any amount of damage from an attack. So is reduce and prevent the same thing, though? Because when you reduce damage, you are preventing that damage, right? Let me Google that now that I think about it. Difference between reducing damage and preventing damage lies in the timing of the mitigation and how they interact with the damage effects. So if you reduce damage, it occurs before or as the damage is dealt, lowering the amount. If you prevent damage, it cancels after. Okay, so prevent damage, reduce the damages that prevents any amount. If you are reducing, reducing in that case wouldn't proc prevent, would it? Prevent any amount of threats, prevent any amount of damage. So yeah, that's kind of weird. That's one of those things I always get confused. An enemy initiates attack, cancel that activation. Spend a resource to flip to alter ego and ready your hero. Not a big fan of this card, honestly. For starters, aesthetically, I think you could. I don't know, like having created cards, I know that not all the images are going to fit how you want them on here. I don't know if this card could be moved to the right a little bit because the smoke arrow doesn't have to be the center point of it. The effect that the smoke arrow does feels like it should be more of the center point of the picture. But I could also see at the bottom of the image that you used for it, of your Richard Nixon looking dude over here, that some artifacting from another card is there. It's an event. I don't know what card it is, but it looks like there's a card art on the bottom right there of something else. So it kind of needs to be stretched a little better, I guess. Either that or it's the a border into the next panel of the comic. Either way, it needs to be stretched a little bit more to get rid of that. Evasive Shot is amazing. This is, in my opinion, it was probably my favorite card of that in the entire deck. 1 to prevent 4 damage. And then deal up to 5 damage back. And if you drop any arrows off of this before the attack happens, you can deal, 10 damage to an enemy without taking any damage. That's ridiculous. That is the strongest thing that this deck has. And then it will proc, remove 1 threat, deal 1 damage. So for 2 effective resources, because you have to count getting rid of the card, you deal 11 damage, remove 1 threat, and reduce 4 damage. That is extremely strong. I don't mind it. I enjoy nice strong cards. There are only 2 of them in the deck, but God, that's amazing. Quick draw. I like quick draw. I didn't use the alter ego version of it. I used the arrow generating ready myself part. I still think it's a really good card. Infiltrates. Yeah, honestly, another really good card. So it's kind of wrapping around here now. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Kate's Aviators. I don't think it's really good. I think it's just good. It does give you 2 draws, which no one's going to complain with for essentially just using it. it doesn't feel, overpowered or anything like that or too strong. Um, so I think it's perfectly fine as it is. It's certainly not up on the tier with like a lucky and evasive shot or quick draw. But it's perfectly fine. Um, where is your there's MetaMask, Golden Shots, finding the perfect LMD. I don't know what that's from. I don't know what story arc that's from where MetaMask is doing that. First off, MetaMask, good choice. I'm not overly familiar with Kate's cards or Kate's comics. So I don't know, necessarily if there is a quote unquote better enemy for her to go against. So that seems like a perfectly fine enemy. Where's her obligation? Oh, I did it right here. But I've read the West Coast Avengers, and I see that she pops up for some like 4 or 5 issues, and she seems to have beef with her, so she seems like a good option. Um, Having Madam Mask in the same deck as Madam Hydra is a pain in my ass because they essentially do the same thing where they can't take damage from this freaking their side schemes. Um, she's annoying. She does play with Hawkeye's ability pretty well because Hawkeye can get those skills, and Madam Hydra seems, or Madam Mask seems like she was made with the sole intent purposes of being like, oh, if they're going to put combat readiness or not combat readiness, combat training and heroic intuition in there, then she'll get those bonuses too. Mass minions are just annoying. An enemy that if I hit him for 6 damage, he just comes back to life and he's got 2 health again is annoying as shit. That is Engard. It's one of the most annoying minions I've ever seen. He's not overpowered. He's just so extremely annoying. Golden Shot, perfectly fine. It's a bit painful, but it's not the worst thing. Family Trouble, brutal. To remove a Hawkeye ally from the game. Summon the hero specific ally and remove them. I think the new terminology would be just like find. So it might need to be updated. Find the hero specific Hawkeye ally and remove them from the game. You might want to reword this though, because you have made it so that if I was playing this the way it's supposed to be done, that White Widow could take Hawkeye's spot. It might need to be changed completely to summon the hero specific ally. Summon. Find your hero specific ally and remove it from the game, and then you remove Family Equals Trouble from the game. Another thing I would suggest is the image. This would be it's a perfectly good image for it, but again, from West Coast Avengers, there is actually the run-in she has with her mother, when her and the other West Coast Avengers are captured by Madam Mask and Satana and who else is in there? Graviton, um, MODOK, that we actually see her mother, and her mother actually pops up kind of frequently from then on for the remainder of that West Coast Avenger run. So in terms of that, there's probably a better image for this, um, especially if you are going to change the text on this to not specifically target Hawkeye or Clint. But yeah, that's kind of where my review is right now on Hawkeye. I enjoyed her. I think the weak part was the deck I built around her, and Miss America, who needs to get buffed up. She needs to be considerably stronger than what she is right now. So yeah, it is 5:30 in the morning, so this is a good time for me to, stop streaming. But all in all, would I recommend this for the CAS? I think I would. Like I said before, I want to give it another playthrough. I'll probably not even change the deck I made around it because it did seem to work pretty well. Um, yeah, with that being said, have a good night, slash day slash morning, because it is morning for me. Um, yeah, take it easy.